Everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a 65-minute level 2-3 class using the ball. So this is mostly a Pilates based class. We are using the ball, and I also have a couple of sets of hand weights here. I have a heavier set and a lighter set. You can do this whole thing without the weights. They're completely not necessary. It's just if you want to add a little bit more strength work into it. And if you want a little bit more but you don't have hand weights, as always, you can use water bottles or water bottles filled with sand or soup cans or whatever you have around your house. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got any comments or feedback, please let me know in the comment section below. A few little organizational details problems in this class. It's nothing major. I'm just a little bit less organized than what I usually am, but bear with me. We get there in the end. We are going to start today in a high plank pose with our hands on the ball. So I don't think I mentioned this in the class, but anytime that we are on our hands, if it's really bugging your wrists, you can always come down to your forearms. If there's anything you need to do to warm up your wrists or get yourself prepared before we start, go ahead and do that, and then I will meet you in a plank pose. Starting in a high plank pose on your ball, you'll take your fingertips to the outsides of the ball so your wrists face each other. You'll step your feet back, engage through your thighs, press the ball away. So I don't want you to just sink into your arms. I want you to actively press into the ball. Think of gripping the fingertips a little bit into the ball as if you're trying to squish it with your hands. And that will help to engage all the way up through your arms and into your shoulders. Send energy out through the crown of the head and out through the heels. And just like you would in a plank on the floor, you're trying not to let your hips sink down towards the floor or pike up towards the ground. Pike up towards the ground, pike up towards the sky. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. You're going to take an inhale here. As you exhale, keeping the ball as still as you can, you're going to float your right leg up behind you. Squeeze your glute. So this doesn't have to be a big movement. I want it to come from your glute and not from your lower back. Inhale, you'll gently set that foot down. As you exhale, shift weight into the right foot. See if you can float the left foot behind you. And then inhale, set it down. Exhale, float the right leg. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, float the left leg. Inhale, set it down. You'll keep going side to side. Things to make sure of here is make sure that the ball's not getting away from you. So make sure that your hands aren't coming way forward of your shoulders. You'll lose the ball. But also make sure that your shoulders aren't really far forward of your wrists. So if you're really shift forward, you're going to put a lot of strain in through your shoulders. You're not going to work as much. So try and keep your shoulders just above your wrists or slightly behind them. We're going to take 3 more on each leg. You'll come back to your plank pose, shift weight into your heels, take your palms to the top of the ball and just stretch that ball out in front of you, coming into a forward fold. You're going to bend generously into your knees, start to roll that ball all the way towards you until it comes up to your fingertips. Tag it in between your knees. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and overhead. And then as you exhale, forward fold until the ball reaches, or until your fingertips reach the ball, and then you'll roll the ball all the way back out in front of you. Start to shift forward, roll up onto the tippy toes, and come forward into your high plank pose. So make any adjustments you need to make this feel comfortable on your wrists. This really starts to bug your wrists. If you're just starting out, then you can come down to your forearms. You'll take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to bring the right knee in towards the ball. You're just going to tap onto the ball lightly for the first one. Inhale, step it back. As you exhale, the left knee will tap the ball. Inhale, step it back. 2 more like that. Exhale the right. Inhale it back.
exhale the left, inhale it back. You could stay there, otherwise as you exhale, you drive the knee into the ball, inhale it back, exhale, drive the left knee into the ball, inhale it back. So the harder that you hit that ball, the more you have to compensate and stabilize through your upper body, your core, your shoulders, to stop that ball rolling away from you. So if you want to make it harder, you hit the ball harder. If you want to make it easier, then you barely tap the ball at all. Do 4 more on each leg. One more each side. And then you roll back into your feet. You roll that ball towards you. This time you're going to come to lie down onto the ball so that your belly is supported on the ball. So the bottom of my ribs and my pelvis are supported on the ball. You're going to take an inhale here, gazes down. As you exhale, you're going to float your right leg and your left arm up. So what I don't want you to do is just dump your belly into the ball and then overarch through your back. You're reaching those 2 points away from you, keeping even weight between both sides of your rib cage and your pelvis. Inhale, you'll float down. As you exhale, you'll float your left leg and your right arm. So again, hold here for a few seconds. See where your body does. See where you're trying to hike, where you're trying to drop, and see if you can even that out. Inhale, come through center. As you exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale through center. Exhale, right arm, left leg. Inhale through center. You're going to keep going side to side like this. So you're engaging through your abs, obviously, to help you here. But what I don't want you to do is just lock everything down. So I don't want you to really be gripping a lot of muscles to try and keep yourself stable. That's not helpful. And it's just going to end up with you having core and muscle loading patterns because you're just gripping. You need to be able to switch on and off muscles and not just grip them. I'm going to do 2 more on each side. And then you release it. You're just going to roll yourself back until your knees find the floor. So your pelvis and your thighs are still supported by the ball, but now your knees are on the floor. You could bring your feet up against the wall as well if you wanted to. Hands are going to come behind your head. Elbows are nice and wide. As you inhale, you're going to curl yourself forward over the ball. And then as you exhale, you're going to peel yourself like a sticker off. So I'm not lifting myself like a board. I'm peeling myself down as I inhale. And then as I exhale, I'm peeling myself off as if I'm stuck to this ball with like chewing gum or something. Inhale, you'll peel yourself down. And then exhale, you'll peel yourself off. So it's a segmental movement. Keep those elbows nice and wide. We're going to do 3 more. One more. You're going to come down about halfway. So your torso is kind of in line with your hips as if you were standing. Take your hands to the ball. From here, you're just going to extend your knees. So it might be enough for you just to keep your legs extended and your hands on the ball. If you can, you're going to extend those arms out in front of you. This is much better if you have a wall to tag your feet on because I'm sliding. I'm going to put my weights behind me. You're going to hold. Keep holding. Keep holding. Technical difficulties. Okay. No, this is still not going to work because these weights are going to roll now. Okay. You're going to extend those arms out in front of you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to cactus the arms, draw them back towards you. You can do this with your knees down as well. Inhale, you're going to extend the arms. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades into the back pockets. Inhale to extend. Exhale, draw the arms down. I'm going to see if I can tag my feet along here. How that's better. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, draw them down in a cactus. All right, everybody makes mistakes sometimes. We're going to do 5 more of these. You're going to keep your arms in this cactus position. Keep your legs extended if you can. As you inhale, you're going to round yourself forward over the ball. Let the forearms touch the ball. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift yourself up. So now it's less of a segmental movement and more of a full upper body lift. Inhale, you'll round yourself over the ball. As you exhale, come up into this cactus position. Upper back is working here. Inhale, bring it down, draw the belly away from the ball. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring it back up. So you're going to feel your lower back working a little bit here. You'll feel your glutes working a little bit here. But really what I want you to feel working is that space in between your shoulder blades, maybe even the back of your shoulders. We're going to do 3 more like this. Last one. We're going to hold it. As you inhale, you're going to extend the arms out. As you exhale, like a snow angel, you'll tap your pinky fingers to your thighs. Inhale, sweep them back out in front of you. Exhale, snow angel it down. Inhale, snow angel it up. Exhale it down, shoulders out of the ears. Inhale it up. We've got 5 more here. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, hands come down to the ball. Let yourself roll out over the ball. So just let yourself curve with the ball, shifting weight from your fingers or from your hands to your toes. And then you're going to come off that ball. You're going to stay kneeling. We're going to do some push-ups on the ball. So these ones we're going to do kneeling. We will eventually do ones on our toes. You're going to take your hands wide on the ball. Walk your knees back. So if you were to start in a plank, it would be exactly the same, but you would just drop your knees and keep the leg position. Sorry, keep the torso position. Wow, I'm doing well. You're going to inhale, tap your chest to the ball. Your elbows come wide. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze your palms together. Inhale, release. Exhale, press the ball away. Inhale, chest tap. Exhale, squeeze the hands. Inhale, release. Exhale, don't leave your hips behind as you press away. Inhale, chest tap. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tap. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, extend. We're going to do 5 more. Last one, we're going to hold it at the bottom. We're going to squeeze for 20, 19, 18. 10, 2, 1. Press the ball away. Come all the way to the back of the mat. Still on our knees here, still warming up. You're going to take that ball out in front of you. You're going to hinge forward from the knees. So sometimes we do this backwards. Now we're going to do it forward. It's like a roll out. Fingertips on the ball. You're going to keep your body in a plank. You're going to hinge yourself forward. The ball is going to roll a little bit up your forearms. Come out as far as you can. Take an inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, press the hands into the ball. Keep your body like a plank as you pull yourself back in. So the closer the ball starts to you, the more of your hand is on the ball to start, the easier this will be. You want it harder, you take the ball further away from you to start. So as you inhale, you'll start to hinge yourself forward from your knees. Keep the tops of your feet on the floor. Body is like a plank. Roll it all the way forward. Arms are straight. At the bottom, you're going to exhale. Press into the ball. Engage your lats. Keep your arms straight. Keep your body like a plank. Shoulders out of your ears. Bring it back in. Feet are down. Inhale. Roll yourself out. Exhale. Roll yourself back in. We take 5 more of these. One more. You're going to roll that ball all the way in towards you. You're going to come back to lying on the ball. Make sure you've got enough room to move here. You're going to roll yourself until the ball comes underneath your shins. If you need more support, the ball will roll up underneath your thighs. So now we're in a plank position again. You're going to keep your arms straight. As you inhale, you're going to shift back so the ball is going to roll up your thighs. Keep your arms straight. Come back as far as you can. Keep your legs strong. And then as you exhale, press into the floor. You're going to drag yourself forward. Don't drop your hips here. Stay in your plank. As you inhale, you'll shift yourself back. And then as you exhale, you'll pull yourself forward. If you want to make this harder, the ball goes further down your legs, so closer to your feet. As you inhale, press the floor away. And then as you exhale, pull yourself back forward. We're going to do 3 more like this, and then we're going to change it a bit. One more. So we're going to go back the same way. So you'll inhale back with straight arms. As you exhale, you're going to bend your elbows like they're going to touch the floor. Keep them bent as you pull yourself forward and then press up. So it's like a reverse chaturanga. As you inhale, come back with straight arms. As you exhale, bend your elbows, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms once your chest gets in between your thumbs. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull yourself forward, straighten the arms. We do 4 more like this. One more. Last one in this series, we're going to reverse it. So you're going to bend the elbows as you push yourself away, straighten the arms at the back. And then as you exhale, pull yourself forward with straight arms. Inhale, bend the elbows, press yourself back till your arms are straight. And then as you exhale, pull yourself back up with straight arms. Inhale, bend the elbows, press back. Exhale, pull it up. We do 5 more like this. One more. You're going to roll that ball in. You're going to step off the ball. I think we're feeling pretty warm. You're going to take that ball and it's going to come in between your knees. You're going to grab a set of weights, heavy or light. We're going to be having our arms overhead. So if shoulders are hard for you, you might want to go for your lighter weights. You're going to start by sitting on the ball. The knees are going to come wide. Your feet are tagged behind you. And then you're going to shift back into your feet so you're in a squat position. The ball may or may not be touching the floor. It depends on your height. Arms are going to come to a cactus. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the knees towards each other. Bring the forearms together. Squeeze the chest. And then inhale, release. Exhale, everything comes to center. Inhale, release. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, release. We've got 16 more of these. Eight more. The last one we're going to hold in. Keep those weights touching each other. You're going to squeeze the ball, little press up. Inhale, release. Exhale, press and squeeze. Inhale, release. We're just going for 8, 7, 6. Last one. And then release it. We're going to set those weights off to the side. And we're going to come into a plank pose. So the way we're going to do this next little section is we're going to do plank, weights, plank, weights. So you're going to come back into your plank pose. You can take your feet really, really wide to make this easier. Or you can come into less of a plank and just walk your feet closer. We're going to do shoulder taps. So your first step here would be to come up onto the fingertips of the hand that you eventually want to lift. So you're going to press down into your right foot. Your first step would be to shift onto the right fingertips. You'll probably have to shift your weight back into your feet a little bit. That's okay. And then you'll inhale it down. You'll exhale, come up onto the left fingertips. Inhale it down. If that's feeling good, you're going to go for the full lift. So you'll press down into your feet. Take the right hand, left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. Exhale to tap. Exhale to tap. So it could be a really quick tap. The better you get at this, the slower you can go. So the first few are always a little bit scary. And then once you figure out where you need to shift and stabilize in your body, it gets a little bit easier. Only a little bit. We're going to do 5 more on each side. And then you roll yourself all the way up. I'm going to grab my lighter set of weights. We're going to come back to that same position with the legs. So you'll sit down onto the ball, feet behind you. Remember, you could stay here. Otherwise, you're going to sit back into that squat position. This time, our palms are going to face down. So we're making that same cactus position, but our arms are facing down. As you exhale, your arms are going to come up. You're going to come up into that cactus position. And then as you inhale, you're going to come back to your horizontal cactus. Exhale, vertical cactus. Inhale, horizontal cactus. External rotation, neutral. External rotation, neutral. So we're not quite coming into full internal rotation here. We're just coming back to a neutral position. Try and keep those elbows at the same height as your shoulders, and try not to just shove forward through your rib cage here. So you're still dropping your tail towards the floor, your neutral curves in through your spine. We'll do 6 more. Now we're going to go the other way with the arms. So you might not come as far. So try not to just roll your shoulders forward, right? You're trying to just rotate through your shoulder joint. So I can't get very far. My internal rotation is shit. That's okay. You're going to inhale into internal rotation. And then as you exhale, we're going to come all the way back up into that cactus external rotation. Inhale all the way into internal rotation. Exhale all the way up. If this is bugging your shoulders, you're going to come down at less of an angle. You're still rotating through your shoulders, but you're working less through gravity. You can also just ditch your weights and go through the arm range of movement, and that is totally fine. I'm gonna bring my arms down. I'm gonna do 6 more. And then you'll release. You're going to slide yourself off the ball, set your weights down to the side. This time, we're going to take shoulder taps again, but we're going to bring our feet onto the ball. So this one is arguably easier, which is why I wanted to do it second. You've got a little bit more of a shoulder burn already going. So you'll step either your feet, your shins, or your thighs back to the ball. That'll be your hardest to easiest progressions. So again, this could be enough for you. Otherwise, as you exhale, first step would be right fingertips. Inhale to the palm. Exhale, left fingertips. Inhale to the palm. You can stay there. Otherwise, as you lift the right hand, you'll press down more into the right foot. Inhale it down. Exhale, press into the left foot, left hand, right shoulder. Inhale it down. Exhale to tap. Woo. Inhale it down. Exhale to tap. Inhale it down. You go 8 more each side. And then you'll slowly bring it down to the floor. We're going to flip over onto our back. We're going to be doing the same leg movement, just in a different orientation. So grab your heavier set of weights. You're going to lie down onto your back with the ball in between your knees. So the ball is going to be down on the floor in between your knees. Your elbows are going to come wide. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the ball. Press the weights up to the sky. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, squeeze the ball. Press the weights up. Chest press. Inhale, bring it down. If this position with your arms bothers your shoulders, you just bring your elbows closer to your body. You'll feel it more in your triceps, but it'll probably bother your shoulders a little bit less. You can do 15 more like this. We've got 5 more. You're going to hold the weights up at the top. Listen carefully. You're going to bring your left arm down. So bring your left arm to that starting position. You're going to try and keep your left leg still. As you exhale, you're going to press your right knee towards the center line as you press the left weight to the sky, and then you'll inhale, release. Try and relax your left leg. It's just there to stabilize. Exhale, press the right knee into the ball as you press the left arm up. Inhale to stabilize. So we're trying to isolate one side at a time. Your left leg is going to work here, obviously, because it has to stabilize the ball. but I don't want it actively squeezing into the ball. Your right knee is actively squeezing. Your left leg is just there to stop the ball rolling away. We're going to do 5 more on this side. You'll hold your left arm up, bring your right arm down to that starting position. Now your right leg is just there to stabilize. As you exhale, squeeze your left knee into the ball as you press your right arm up. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the left leg, press the right arm. Inhale, release it. We're going to do 8 more. Once again, now your right knee is just there to stabilize. It's not actively squeezing into the ball. 6 more. 1 more. And then you'll release it down. Take those weights off to the side. We're going to stay in this position. This one's a little bit tricky. You can do this without the ball if you don't feel stable doing it on the ball. Otherwise, first step would be to bend the knees. The soles of my feet are on the front surface of the ball. My hands are behind me, kind of where my shoulders would be if I was in a reverse tabletop, because that's where we're going. You can face your fingers out or towards your butt. You're going to take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, press your feet into the ball. Curl the ball towards you isometrically as you lift your hips up. And then inhale, sit them down. We're going to do 2 more with bent knees. Exhale, you'll lift your hips up. Inhale, bring them down. 1 more. Exhale to lift, open the collarbones. Inhale it down. You could stay there. Otherwise, you're going to straighten your legs. I personally prefer this variation, but everybody's going to be different. So now just my heels are on the ball. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze your butt. You're going to lift yourself up into your reverse plank. And then inhale, tap it down. 2 more like this. Exhale to lift. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale to lift. We're going to stay up on this last one. You could stay here. Otherwise, right heel is going to tap down to the floor. Woo. And then you're going to exhale it back up. Inhale, left heel taps to the floor. Try and stabilize that ball. Exhale it up. Inhale, tap the right. Exhale it up. Inhale, tap the left. Exhale, tap it up. My ball just wants to roll to the left because I'm on a slope. Added bonus work. We're going to do 4 more on each side. One more each side. Ooh, pins and needles in my hands. And then bring it down. I obviously need to stretch my shoulders. Okay, we're going to stay in this position because we're already here. You don't need weights for this. Your feet are going to be to the ball. So depending on your flexibility and how big the ball is, your feet might either be on the top of the ball, or because I'm not that good at this, my feet are going to be lower down the ball. And I'm cheekily going to use my dog to help me stabilize. You're going to roll all the way down onto your back. Your legs are straight. We're coming into a teaser. So you'll inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, fingertips float towards the sky. And then it's like I'm pulling you by your fingertips. You're going to come all the way up. Try and keep your feet on the ball. Sit nice and tall. Knees can bend here. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll yourself all the way back down. So it's like I'm still pulling you by your fingertips. Keep your feet on the ball. Peel yourself down. Inhale, reach the hands overhead. As you exhale, fingertips to the sky. Gentle tuck of the chin to the chest. Woo! Start to peel yourself up. It's really hard. Inhale, come up into center. And then as you exhale, you'll roll yourself down. So if this is a lot, you can ditch the ball and just do a roll up, or you could come into like a low boat to a boat pose. That would be a good substitute. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to roll yourself all the way up. Take an inhale at the top, reach the arms up if you can. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll yourself down. Sorry, I said these were teasers. I meant to say roll up. So we will come to our teasers soon. Inhale, reach those fingertips overhead. As you exhale, fingertips to the sky, reach them forward. Pull yourself up by your fingertips. Press your feet into the ball. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, roll it down. We're going to do one more like this. Inhale, reach it up and overhead. As you exhale, fingertips to the sky, gentle tuck of the chin of the chest. Roll yourself, peel yourself off the mat. Inhale, sit tall at the top. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll that ball a little bit in towards you. You're going to grab the ball in between your feet. So now we're going to come into our teasers. So the ball could stay on the floor and you could just tag it in between your ankles. Otherwise, the ball is going to lift. Knees can be bent or they can be straight. I'm going to keep mine bent. So this is like a boat to a low boat. So as you inhale, you're going to come all the way down, lower back to the floor. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring yourself all the way up. See if you can reach your hands forward. Maybe you can reach your hands overhead. Inhale, come all the way down to the floor. As you exhale, come all the way up. Whew. We're going to do 3 more like this and then we'll add. Inhale it down. Exhale. Ooh, bring it up. 1 more. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. You're going to hold it at the top. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the ball in between the ankles. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, you're going to come up, squeeze the ball. Inhale, come down. Exhale, come up, squeeze the ball. Inhale, come down. 5 more. Exhale, up, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, up, squeeze. Inhale, release. I'm just holding behind my thighs because my hip flexors are on fire. If you don't have to, then don't. 2 more. And then bring it all the way down. You're going to bring that ball back in between your ankles. We're going to make our way back up to standing. We're going to take rolling like a ball on the way there. So, no, not rolling like a ball. I can't remember what this is called. Rock and rolls. Let's just call them rock and rolls. You're going to have your hands behind your knees. Once again, you can keep your knees bent. If you can, you're going to straighten your legs and the ball is going to be between your ankles. You're going to roll to your shoulder blades. You're going to roll up to your sit bones. Ball is off the floor. Catch your balance. As you exhale, C curve, open leg rocker. That's the word I was looking for. You're going to roll yourself back. Knock over your fan. Keep your balance on your sit bones. And then come back up. This is a bit of a shit show today, guys. I'm not going to lie. You're going to roll yourself back. Catch your balance on your shoulder blades. And then roll yourself up. Catch your balance. My floor is wonky. My fan is in the way. I can't find my words. It's all good. We do 4 more of these little rock and rolls. Last one. You're going to come all the way up to seated, and then you're going to let go of that ball, and we're just going to cross over the ankles and make our way into a standing position. Okie dokie. We're going to take a little bit of seated work before we come into our lunge work. So you can grab a set of weights. I'm going to turn to face you. So this doesn't look hard, but the idea of this is I want you to get some awareness of what your body is doing. So what I don't want to see is hitching from one side of the waist to the other and just kicking the ball out. You want to keep an equal weight equal distance between both sides of your waist. Shut up, Taz. Turn your palms to face the front of the room, elbows wide. Take an inhale. As you exhale, your left leg will extend. Don't kick your right hip out to the side. You're going to press those weights up overhead. Equal weight through your sit bones. And then inhale, set the leg down. Bring the hands back to the shoulders. As you exhale, stabilize through the left leg. Extend the right. Kick the arms up. And then inhale, slow, bring it down. Exhale. Right leg stabilizes, left leg kicks, arms up. Inhale it down. Exhale, kick the right leg, press the arms. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, kick the left leg, press the arms. Inhale, bring it down. We're going to do 5 more of these on each side. The other thing that I don't want you to do is just send the ball way back behind you. So neutral spine, tail is dropping straight down into the ball. 4 more each side. One more. And then you'll bring it down. Okay, we're going to come back into a plank pose. So our feet or our shins or our thighs are going to be on the ball. We're going to do our commandos or our dynamic plank, whatever you like to call them. So an option would be to just come back to the shoulder taps that we did before. Otherwise, you're going to go right forearm, right palm, left palm, left forearm, right forearm, left palm, right palm. So the ball here is going to give you some really good feedback as to whether you're wobbling significantly more to one side than the other. It's going to be very hard to keep the ball completely still here, and that's okay. You're just aiming to keep it as still as you can. We're going to do 4 more in total, 2 more with each side leading. Last one. And then you're going to step yourself off the ball. One more little squat-like movement before we come into our lunges. I'm actually going to grab my lighter set of weights for this. You could do this without weights, as always. So you're going to bring your shins to the front of the ball, to the edge of the ball. Hands come on the ball. You're going to shift yourself forward more than you think. And then you're going to slide that ball underneath you. So the ball is going to come to your shins, sit your hips back, and then you're going to press to standing on your shins on the ball. So this might be enough for you, just catching your balance here, and that's fine. You stay here. Use the tops of your feet a lot to help you. Your quads are going to be working a lot, and then think of engaging your glutes to help bring your hips into extension. Once again, this could be a great place for you to stay. Otherwise, those weights are going to come to the shoulders. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, it's a little twist towards the right. Those arms are going to shoot out in a high V. And then inhale, you'll come back to center, weights to the shoulders. As you exhale, little twist to the left. Those arms come out in a V. My palms are facing forwards. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the right, press. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the left, press. Inhale through center. Ooh, doves. Exhale, press to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, press to the left. Inhale through center. We're going to do 5 more on each side. Don't worry if you fall. We'll do 2 more to each side. One more each side. You'll come back through center. You're just going to hold those weights at the heart center. You're going to inhale, sit those hips back down to the heels. And then as you exhale, you're going to press out of your legs, come back to standing on your shins. So this is like a kneeling squat. As you inhale, those hips come down to the heels. And then as you exhale, stand up like you're preparing for camel. Do one more like this and we'll add. Inhale, sit the hips to the heels. Exhale, press to stand. You can definitely stay here. Otherwise, weights are going to come down by the hips. As you inhale, sink your hips down towards your heels. As you exhale, arms come wide. You're going to raise them out into a fly. Inhale, you'll come down into your little squat. And then as you exhale, you're going to press up onto the shins. Arms come out wide to the side. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Whew, quads on fire. You're going to inhale it down. And then exhale it up. Whew, I'm going to fall off my ball. We're going to do 6 more of these. Well, you might end up doing more because I can't catch my balance. We've got one more here. And then you will gracefully or ungracefully make your way off the ball. We're going to come into another plank. The lunges are coming, I promise. It doesn't mean you're going to like them when they get there here though. Forearms are going to come to the ball. So we're going to do those same commandos that we just did, except now we're going to do them on this side of the ball. So your knees could certainly be down here and you could just hold in a forearm plank. So a good modification would be a forearm plank, shifting the elbows forward, back, forward, back. You could stay there in your saw. Otherwise, feet go wide to help stabilize you. Your right palm comes to the ball, left palm comes to the ball, right forearm, left forearm, left palm, right palm, left forearm, right forearm, right palm, left palm, right forearm, left forearm, left palm, right palm, left forearm, right forearm. We're going to do 6 more in total. Two more. You come back to your forearm plank, bend your knees, roll yourself up to the back of the mat. Lunchtime. Okay, you're going to grab a set of weights. I'm going to take my heavier weights. If you've done my ball classes with me before, you have done reverse lunges with me. We love them. These are going to be a little bit different. So, top of the right foot is to the ball. Send your hips back first. So it's a hinge movement. Chest forward, hips back. My left knee is going to bend. My left shin is perpendicular to the floor. My chest is low, but I'm not slouching. So I'm still powering out of my back posterior chain, but my torso is parallel with the floor. Is your leg burning yet? On your next exhale, you're going to reverse fly. So your palms face down. Arms come out to the side. Inhale, release it. Exhale, press through that front foot, come to stand. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, reverse fly. Inhale, release the hands. Exhale, keep your big toe down as you press to stand. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, fly. Inhale, release. Exhale to press. We've got 7 more. 2 more. Last one. And then we're just going to take it straight to the other side. So the ball will come to the top of the left foot. Right foot is on the ball. Square your hips off to the top of the mat. You're going to send both hips back equally as you hinge on your inhale. We're going to hold this first one down here for a little bit. Set up your alignment. See if you can draw your right hip crease back a little bit in space. Torso is forward. Take an inhale. On your next exhale, reverse fly. Inhale, release it. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, fly. Inhale, release. Exhale, press to stand. We've got 8 more. One more. Bring it up to standing. We're going to take a plank. We love planks. We are going to start with our feet on the ball, hands on the floor. Shins could be on the ball, thighs could be on the ball. You could start by just taking a little leg lift. So as you exhale, right toes lift. Inhale them down. Exhale, left toes lift. Inhale them down. Reverse of what we did way at the start of class. Otherwise, as you inhale, right toes hover above the floor. And then exhale, pick them up. Inhale, left toes hover above the floor. Exhale, pick them up. Inhale the right. Exhale it up. Inhale the left. Exhale it up. We've got 8 more each side. One more each side. And then you'll step off the ball. We're going to come into our lateral lunges. So you're going to face side onto the ball. You grab both of your weights. Side onto the ball. Left foot is on the floor. Right foot is on the ball. Your toes can face up or they can face forward. Whatever feels the best in your hips. Weights come together. You're going to inhale. Again, it's that hinge movement. So bring your chest forward. Send your hips back as you bend into that left knee. The ball might slide up a little bit. As you exhale, you're going to row. Inhale, release. Exhale, press to stand. If you need to take that left weight outside of the leg, please do so. As you inhale, hinge back, chest forward. Exhale, row at the bottom. Inhale it down. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, lateral lunge. Exhale, row. Inhale it down. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, down. Exhale, row. Inhale, down. Exhale, stand. We've got 6 more. One more. And take it around to the other side. Right foot on the floor, left foot on the ball. Set up your weights where you need them to be. Hinge forward, hinge back at the hips, forward at the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, row at the bottom. Inhale, release it. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale it down. Exhale to row. Inhale, release. Exhale to stand. 8 more. Last one. Bring it all the way to standing. You're going to keep a hold of your weights. You're going to come to one end of your mat, sit on the front of the ball, and then you're going to roll yourself all the way down so you're in a high bridge sort of position. So your upper back is supported on the ball, but your hips are up in space. Palms are going to face towards your toes. As you inhale, just the left arm is going to come up and overhead. And then as you exhale, use your lat, pull it back to center. Inhale, the right arm reaches overhead. Exhale, pull it back up to the sky. One more like this each side, and I'll give you the option to add on. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring it back in. So option number 1, as you inhale that left arm, you come up onto the right toes, and then exhale, drop the heel as you pull the arm in. Inhale, the right arm reaches, left heel lifts, and then as you exhale, bring it back in. You could stay there. Otherwise, left arm reaches, right leg floats to tabletop, and then exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, right arm reaches, left leg to tabletop, exhale, bring it back in. Opposite arm, opposite leg, reach as you inhale, exhale, set it back down. Inhale, reach the arm, tabletop the leg. Exhale, set it back down. This is way harder than it should be. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to center. Keep those hips nice and high. We do 4 more on each side. You're going to keep this position. You're going to bring your wrists to face each other. As you inhale, you're going to bend your elbows so your shoulders don't move. You're just bending your elbows. The weights come behind your head. As you exhale, you're going to raise onto the tippy toes as you straighten the arms. Inhale, bend the elbows, lower the heels. Exhale, lift the heels as you straighten the arms. Skull crushers. Inhale, bend. Exhale, raise the heels, straighten the elbows. So it's like you've got a bar just in your elbow creases and you're just bending and straightening over that bar. So I don't want your shoulders moving. Your elbows are acting like a pivot point in space. I'm going to do 6 more of these. Keep engaging your glutes, lift your hips. And you're just going to let your lower back come to the ball. Give yourself a little moment to release it. And you can take one weight or two weights. It's the last thing we're going to do in this position. Your hands are going to come directly above your face. So if you've got two weights, they're together. If you've got one weight, you're just holding it in between both hands. As you inhale, you're going to let the ball roll underneath your left shoulder. So the weights are coming to the left. My feet stay planted. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring it back to center. So your arms stay straight. As you inhale, those weights come over towards the right. The ball will roll underneath your right shoulder. And then as you exhale, you'll bring it back to center. Inhale, roll it to the left. Exhale to center. Inhale, roll it to the right. Exhale to center. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you separate those weights so that you have to stabilize them separately. 3 more each side. One more. And then you're going to roll yourself all the way back up the ball and make your way down onto your back. We're going to finish with a little bit of bridge work. My favorite knot. So the ball is going to come underneath your feet. You're going to lie all the way down onto your back. Keep those weights in your hands. So I don't mind if you just have your heels on the ball or if you want to take your full foot to the front of the ball. It's really whatever feels the best in your body and whatever's going to stop you getting a cramp. So you're going to bring those arms back up and overhead unless you need the arms down on the floor to help you stabilize, in which case you keep them down. Palms are going to face your toes. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bridge up. Your hips are going to stay high. As you inhale, you're going to send your arms and legs away from each other. Hips stay up. And then as you exhale, you're going to pull everything back to center. Hips stay high. Inhale, everything reaches long. Exhale, everything comes back together. So if this is really tricky, you just ditch the weights and keep the hands down on the floor. We do 7 more of these. One more. Arms are just going to stay up above your face. You're going to inhale, tap your hips. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale, tap the hips. Exhale, lift them up. Squeeze your butt at the top. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. We've got 7 more, so now my whole foot is on the ball. One more. And then you'll set it down. You can keep both weights if you want to. I'm going to ditch one and just keep one weight. The ball is going to come underneath your legs. So now you're going to curl it in so it's against the back of your thighs and your calves and your heels are pressing into the top of the ball. That weight is going to come at a 45-degree angle over your head, so reaching towards the top of your mat. If that's not comfortable, bring it straight above your face. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to peel your lower spine off the ball. So it's like you're trying to move your knees to your elbows. And then inhale, slowly control that roll down. Tap the ball to the floor. As you exhale, you'll peel your spine up just like a sticker. No momentum. And then inhale it down. So this weight is actually going to help you a little bit. If you want to make this harder, you're going to get rid of the weight and just have your arms floating, because now you have nothing to counter your lower body coming up. When that weight is there, it's almost acting like an anchor. It's going to help you peel your lower body off the floor. If you don't have it, it makes it a lot harder. You'll find you can't come up as high, which is fine. I'm going to take 6 more of these. See if you can focus on rolling up and down the spine equally, so through the center. So see if you're hiking or rolling up one side more than the other. So I tend to want to roll up and down my left side. See if you can even it out as much as you can. We've got one more here. And then roll it out. We've got one more move here before we start to cool it down. It's another bridge. Fun, fun. So you're going to take your weights into your hands, again, unless you need them to help you stabilize. Weights are going to come up to the sky. You're going to press down into the feet. You're going to come up into a bridge. So we'll do just the arms to start. As you inhale, you're going to take your left arm out to the left. This is like a chest fly. And then exhale, bring it back in. So your elbows are a little bit bent, but mostly straight. Inhale, that right arm comes straight out to the right, like you're giving someone a hug. And then exhale it back in. We'll go one more time with each side. Inhale, the left arm comes out. Exhale it in. Inhale, the right arm comes out. Exhale it in. Now, I don't know if I can do this, but let's see. As you inhale, that left arm comes out. See if you can lift your right leg. Exhale it back in. Inhale, the right arm comes out. See if you can lift your left leg. Exhale it back in. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale it in. Angle myself this way. It will be a bit better. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Oh yeah, that's way better. way less of a hill now. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale it in. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale it in. So take a peek down. If you can, see what your pelvis is doing when you lift one leg. Try not to hike through that hip or drop that side of your pelvis down towards the floor. It's really hard, especially when you've got all this arm movement and ball instability going on. We'll do 4 more on each side. One more each side. And roll it down. Set those weights off to the side. You're going to extend your left leg along. Draw your right foot up to the sky. You just point and flex through that ankle, taking a hold anywhere behind that right leg. And then you'll switch it out. Send the right leg long. Take that left leg up to the sky. Point and flex a few times through the ankle. Draw that ball back in underneath your knees. Take your arms out to a capital T. And you're just going to let your legs windshield wiper from side to side. this doesn't feel good with your lower back, or if it just doesn't feel good in your body, you can ditch the ball and just come into whatever spinal twist you like to take. Bloody ants. And then when you're ready, you're just going to come to a place of stillness. If there's any other stretches or movements you feel like you need to take, please feel free to take them. Otherwise, you're going to take one nice deep breath in through your nose, hold it at the top, and then big open mouth exhale, let it all go. And I encourage you to take at least a few cycles of breath here in stillness to let your nervous system settle. If you have longer and it serves you, please feel free to stay here as long as you have time for. As always, thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have an awesome day going forward, and I will see you next time. Namaste.